Yeah.
Arkatech Beatz.
Welcome to the Music Review live stream. I'm your host, Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team. Arkatech Beatz. And we've been doing the Music Review live stream for a few weeks. Just trying to help artists get their music better.
Arkatech Beatz.
Trying to help folks get their music better. At the same time, looking for artists to collab with, looking for producers to collab with. If you're a producer, make sure you're jumping into our community. Learn how the music business really works. Make sure you're joining us at school.com/Future Producer Society. You know what I mean? We're about to jump into these music reviews in 2 seconds. Well, not 2 seconds, but a few minutes. Just let the algorithm do its work. Shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live. If it's your first time here, make sure you like, commenting, and subscribing. We are Arkatech Beatz. I'm Juggernaut of Multi-Platinum Production Team Arkatech Beatz. Shout out to my partner, Mike Trauma D. We are responsible for producing for your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. Big Pun, Nas, Prodigy, Mob Deep, Jada Kiss the Game. Max B, French Montana, Wiz Khalifa, 2 Chainz, Killer Mike, Freddie Gibbs, Saha the Prince, Shorty Low, Waka Flocka Flame, and so many others. So, shout out to you if you're jumping into the live. You know what I mean? We're going to do some reviews, and we're going to just listen to some music. And like I said, what we're trying to do is we're just trying to help folks get their music a little bit better. And at the same time, I'm keeping my ears to the street, trying to see, who got next, man. This is what we do. We try to keep our ears to the street to see who got next, man. Who's going to be that next thing. Trying to figure that out, That's the only way you can stay relevant in the game is trying to figure out who's next. So shout out to everybody in there. Coke Wave 3.5 out now. Max B, French Montana, with production featuring us. All right, that's out now. $1 Million Baby 4, Max B, coming soon. Featuring production by us again. So we are live and direct in the mix currently. Make sure that you're submitting your songs to the link on the screen. So that we can take a listen to what's going on, what you got going on. We're about to jump into this joint in just a few minutes. We just let the algorithm do its job and get some of the people that may have submitted the notifications so they could jump on and watch us live. Shout out to everybody in the live. Let's go.
Arkatech Beatz.
Feeling a little bit better, bro. Thank you. What? start listening to some of this music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody tag somebody. Link a friend. Smile to a friend. This is Garden by Alicia. Let's take a listen to this. Actually, I think we'll listen to this last night. So we're going to keep it pushing. This is our first skip of the afternoon or skip of the evening. This is Urban Motion Picture by Maestro Fresh. Maestro Fresh in the building. Hopefully you in the building. We're about to get started with this. This is Urban Motion Picture. Let's go. Turn this up, bro. It's kind of low. Believe it or not, I wanted the beat to do more of that toward the end. This part is cool. But the meat and the potatoes is right here. This is the meat and potatoes. And it looks like he wanted to use more of it. And he used it at the end. But this should have been the verses. And then use the other part for the hook. And look, I think also I think you're stopping your beat. So right, this is how the sample, right? Right? And then when you're doing doing the drum, you're making it stop with the sample, right? So what that's gonna do is that's gonna make somebody make somebody want to flow in that cadence. So you're kind of pushing them to flow into that cadence, when you could have actually programmed the drum to just kind of keep it moving continuously. So they kept it really going. That's probably why you didn't use it as a verse, is because because of the way you programmed it. You programmed it in the way where it kind of would create the rapper to kind of, rap it and stop. You know what I'm saying? The key to this thing, man, and you call it urban motion picture, and like, me and Mike, we most of our records are from movies. If you go back to our discography and you really listen to a lot of our music, a lot of it is movie music, right? You figure the record that we did with Prodigy and Nas, Exorcist. Records with Raekwon are from Conan the Barbarian, right? Casablanca. Big Pun Leatherface is from Rocky, right? Bill Conti, Rocky, like Rocky 3 or something like that, right? So we know a kind of a thing or two about using score music for beats. And, once you kind of understand, like, the score is going to do one thing and it kind of sets a certain tone for your music, your job is to kind of now make this thing feel as hip hop as you can possibly get it to, right? So, like in your case, you kind of have it on the trap side, and we just got to kind of keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have to try to make sure that we're not creating a break every 4 bars in the beat, or a break every 2 bars in the beat. You don't want to do that, because that kind of creates a situation where people are going to flow in that direction, and you don't want them to do that. You don't want to create a flow that you don't want to create a musical bed that's going to create people to stop flowing, if that makes sense. So that's odd. So, in a nutshell, with this, I think this is one of those beats that I would like it to be structured different. I would like it to be sequenced different. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's sequenced the right way to kind of maximize the intro hook, verse hook, kind of arrangement that I like to kind of lean on. So I tell people to lean on those arrangements, because I feel like those are I think that's really the strongest way to get people to really gravitate to your music, and especially if you're pitching it, to make sure that it's in an arrangement that makes it easier for the artist to kind of hop on. And I like this piano, but I don't know if it actually, is the right mood for this. It kind of lightens the mood of the record. It doesn't necessarily, I feel like it's good musically. I just don't know if it creates the right picture in terms of, you're trying to sell this track, because it has different elements in it. But everything is in key. I appreciate that. Right here's tough. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really a tough part of the record, man, that you didn't really jump into until the end of the record. So I kind of would like it to be arranged a little bit different, so that we can get a little bit more of a stronger feel. And, we just need to have the space for them to rap, you know what I'm saying? And I don't quite feel that. I don't feel like the space is there. I feel like there's a bunch of things that kind of drop out, but I don't think they drop out appropriately. And I think where it is currently, I don't think that it sets the right music bed for us to really have enough space to rap on it. I would try to rearrange it. and with the mix, you're a little bit on the low side. The music can be a little bit louder. But I like the sound selection. I think just kicking the snares with this drum is dope. And hi-hat. Yeah. That's Urban Motion Picture by Maestro Fresh, man. Shout out to him. We're going to jump into this next one. This next one is skipping as well. Lightning McQueen Free. And who is this by? By Mantle. Lightning McQueen Free. Let's go. Let's listen to it. SoundCloud.
Came in the morning when I said me, Boom, she said, yeah, me the green light. You can even imagine what I'm sipping on, cause it seem right. You know I'm a fiend, right? Yeah, these Richard Mary Jean, yeah, you know they fit right. Like, yeah, you know they fit tight. All this money lose on me, yeah, you know it make a good night. We could have a good night. We could have a good life. Baby, it's just me, right? Tell me you gon' be fine. She gon' have my kids and her math in the meantime. I just went and bought a house by the seaside. She don't even care if I'm smoking trees in the Beamer. You don't understand, I'm the man, yeah, I'm a dreamer. Heard she fucking with the man in the stands, I can't keep her. Ooh, I'm a lightning McQueener. I'ma hit her beeper. I'ma make her beeper.
So this is a Lightning McQueen Free. Yeah, man. This is like another one of those ones that, you know, like, I'm not sure what you guys are trying to do on these joints, man, where you just kind of like the beat is doing one thing, your vocal is doing another thing, and it's like it's inaudible, it's auto-tune, it sounds like you're slurring on the track. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really sure where this goes. I'm not even sure where this actually fits. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it lacks a lot of the fundamental things here that I can tend to lean on. And I'm looking for melody. I'm looking for rap cadence. I'm looking for flows. I'm looking for lyrics. I'm looking for, similes. I'm looking for metaphors. I'm looking for, slickness in writing. I'm looking for, like really songwriting acumen, the things that make songs timeless. And none of that is present here. You know what I mean? This is one of those records, again, that's just kind of like the beat just kind of doing what it's doing, and then you're on the lyrics just kind of doing whatever. And I don't know if that goes anymore, bro. You know, I just respectfully, I don't know if this is working anymore, man. Like I don't know what made folks think that this was okay to put out. But as of late, man, you see hip hop ain't doing what it's doing. So it's like, this is not one of those ones that I think that you're going to be able to lean on. I think that you're going to have to really hit the drawing board on this, man, to really see what you could do with this beat.
Boom, she said, yeah, me the green light. You can even imagine what I'm sipping on, cause it seem right. You know I'm a fiend, right? Yeah,
it's not even a filler, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not even a filler. Like, that's the thing. It's like, it's not even that, man. Like this is not even a filler. Like, a lot of this stuff is not listenable, B. Like, it's only listenable if you're like absolutely intoxicated or inebriated. Like, there's just no other way for you to really listen to it. Like maybe I don't get high enough to listen to it like this. I really don't get high at all, so I can't really speak for cats on that. You know what I'm saying? But I can't relate. You know what I mean? Like, this is one of those ones I just can't relate. And people people submit all types of stuff here. People submitting country, dance, they submitting all types of stuff. But when it comes to this, a lot of the times why we can't even listen to it is because it's absolutely inaudible. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a big issue. It's like a lot of it is inaudible, and I can't do anything with that. You know, so shout out to everybody that's jumping into the live, man. Manu, thank you for submitting it. My suggestion to you, man, is like, yo, let's work on getting some a little bit better beat selection. Let's work on trying to make sure that we got a good rap cadence. Let's try to work on audible vocals that we can hear what you're saying. I can't follow it. It's like you're slurring. So it's like, you know, we got to make sure that you're saying stuff, and whatever you're saying, we want to make sure that you're saying it on the beat, not like lagging all the way behind the beat. Like, we want you on there, you know what I mean? So, you know, shout out to you, you know, for submitting. We got 500, and we actually have a total of 547 submissions. You know what I mean? And the queue is probably a little over 200. So, you know, we're trying to do what we do. We're trying to work through this queue as best as we can. You know what I mean? I'm only on here for about an hour. We are like fervently working on this new album. So, you know, the time is the time. What's this next joint? We're going to jump into this next joint. It's called I Don't Want to Be Here. Wake Up Red. He's an artist out of Ohio. Kaz, what up, brother?
DJ Blunt Wizard, bitch.
Like, we can barely hear these vocals, man. Like, the music is way louder than the vocals. I'm not sure what effects you put on here, but it makes it very difficult to hear your lyrics. Or you hear your vocal performance altogether. You know what I'm saying? I think parts of the beat, some of the bass line might be off in terms of tune. But and then you don't start this record. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like, this is This is like 40 seconds in before it starts.
I've been drowning my own head lately. Too many thoughts got me moving real shaky.
Yeah, like these are crazy, dog. Listen, folks. I wanna just put things in perspective, okay? And for those who are just jumping into the live, you know, I wanted to put things in perspective. You know, I'm a legacy producer guy, right? Just, you know, big pun. Nas, Prodigy of Mobb Deep, Raekwon the Chef, right? The Game, Jadakiss, Lloyd Banks, Sheik Luch, right? Young Buck, right? Then we're going to move a little bit faster forward. We're going to go to Freddie Gibbs. We're going to go to Sci-Hi, right? We're going to go to French Montana. We're going to go to Wiz Khalifa. We're going to go to Max B. And I'm just going to stop right there. I'm not going to say no more names. But I just need you to kind of just understand where we're coming from, right? Okay? Just a little bit. Right? Just a little bit where we're coming from. Then we'll go a little bit deeper. We'll say, okay, we'll go into Shorty Low, Little Keed, rest in peace, both of those guys. Trouble, Duct Tape, right? We're going to go there. We're going to go Alley Boy a little bit. We're going to go Hot Boy Turk. We're going to go a little Scrappy, all right? So this is. So I just need you guys to kind of just envision that discography a little bit, okay? So that you kind of get an understanding of where I'm coming from. So that when you guys drop me stuff, like, you know, don't get me wrong, right? Because I did name a few ATL guys, a few trap guys in there, you know, Walker and all of these guys, Ali, these guys. You know what I mean? So I'm not foreign to trap music and all the other good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got a nice good mix of Atlanta resume, New York resume, Midwest, whatever. We just can't do some of these things. These things, I think, are like the way that these things are sounding. Like, I'm not sure if people are listening, if you're listening to your own music. Excuse me. And if you are listening to your own music, what are you comparing it to? Are you listening to it in a vacuum? You know, so shout out to Keith Murray and K Solo, but you know, it's 2026, bro. So you got to keep it in perspective, right? So at the end of the day, what we're trying to establish in this thing, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're trying to establish something that feels nostalgic but feels current. Right? Does that make sense? So if I had to tell you, like, what would really move the needle for me, is something that sounds nostalgic, right? Or feels nostalgic, but sounds current. Right? It needs to sound current, man. It can't sound like yesteryear. And if it's gonna sound current, like, we need it to at least be sonically audible. I need to be able to hear your lyrics. I need to be able to hear how you're rapping. I need to be able to hear your how you actually marry to the beat. You know, is what you're saying, or is your vocal performance going along with the music? Do those two marry well? Right? Always sonically cohesive to where your mixes are good, where we can hear your vocals audibly, or are you buried in the music? This song is buried in the music. We can't listen to it. You know what I mean? So I just got to put that out there, folks, man. I got to put it out there to folks, man. You know what I'm saying? And I don't, you know what I'm saying? I can't speak for what I can't speak for what these other guys are doing in terms of, like, their music review stuff. I can't speak for them. I can guarantee them. But I can guarantee you, you won't find anybody on the internet that got a resume like ours. I guarantee that. You know what I'm saying? Can you rap live? No. You can't rap live because I have to be able to control my platform. My platforms are, you know what I'm saying? I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But what we do is we allow folks to submit their records. If you're confident in your record, skip the line. That's all. It's free to submit. You know, it's just that I don't know when I'm gonna listen to it. That's all. I'm on every night. I don't know when I'm gonna listen to it. I may get to it, I may not. It's 200 songs, 300 songs. I don't know. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, what we're looking for here is like, right now, we got what we got. Kaz, what we got out now? We got Max B out now. French Montana, Coke Wave 3.5. We on that right now. That's current. You know, we got $1 Million Baby 4 coming. That's current. You know what I'm saying? Who's on $1 Million Baby 4? Larry June. Who's on $1 Million Baby 4 right now, right? Larry June. Currency's on there. Wiz Khalifa's on there. Red Cafe. Who else? 2 Chainz on there. All right? Half of those guys I mentioned are on our records. You can't make this up. So I just need folks to really understand what's going on here. I'm not on a green screen. I got real awards. So you know how it goes. You know what I'm saying? So ultimately, what I want to try to do here in a nutshell, man, is I want to create a platform that I could help folks. And I really am trying to see if I can help folks. Like the way that I'm listening to these people's records and the way that I'm trying to give folks feedback on their records. Like if you go back and you watch any of the previous streams, because they were on YouTube. Some of them will be on Twitch and Kick for about a week or whatever. But if you go to YouTube and you watch any of the previous stories, or if you catch it on replay, you'll know that I'm giving the feedback that can change a lot of these guys' records trajectory. I'm giving guys feedback. I'm giving guys the formula to really making dope records. For free. I'm giving guys the real sauce. I'm telling guys what to do. I'm telling guys how to format their records. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling guys how they need to spit on their records. I'm telling guys where they place their hooks. I'm telling guys what to do with their hooks. All this stuff you're supposed to get songwriter credit for. You're supposed to get producer credit for this type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I could gatekeep it. I could just go along. I could gatekeep it all. I don't really got to do it. I could gatekeep it. I could just be like, hey, yo. I could just keep doing what I'm doing, collecting pub checks. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to worry about it. It ain't that serious. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I also feel that it's our responsibility to make sure that the culture continues to thrive. I think too many of us who are in these type of seats or in these types of roles step too far back and let the shit just go amok. Let the shit just run amok. The shit just went crazy. To where nobody just came up and just say, yo, shorty, that shit is whack right there. Like, that's not it right there. Like, do something different. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta get off of the fentanyl rap, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I say fentanyl, not fentanyl dealer rap, fentanyl user rap. Like, we gotta get off of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you guys gotta get off of that. Like, you guys is on the rap where you guys can't even talk. Too many participation trophies, real talk. That's what we did. We gave everybody, and because, you know, the reason why is because guys figured out how to make money online. So because guys made money online, we treated them like they was good. Like because you made money, or because you had got a large following, we treated you like you was good. You know what I'm saying? If you got on early on YouTube, if you got on early on the internet, then you built a large following when the algorithm wasn't fighting you. You know what I'm saying? So you got the benefit of getting in early. You got the benefit of not having to fight the algorithm or compete. And now these guys use that as leverage. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys try to use that as leverage like you really doing something, but you really ain't doing shit. or you really haven't done shit. It's like you say like you did it, but you really ain't do it. It's just you got a large following, but you really ain't do nothing. You really ain't contribute to the culture. Real shit. They ain't listening to your music. Like, let's just keep it 100. They ain't not listening to your music. Real spit. They ain't listening to your shit. And the following wasn't for the music, right? The following was just because they was cool. That's probably it too, you know what I mean? But I want to listen to more music, man. But what I don't be liking is I don't like when this stuff be like sounding like that, man. Like, guys sounding like they just, snorted a whole line and, you know what I'm saying, trying to rap with their face numb. This joint says worship by Day
got
Off.
you trippin', boy.
Tiger beat. Day Off. And the other thing that's killing me too, guys, let me tell y'all a joke. You know how many producers be submitting their tracks in here? And why these guys haven't joined the community? Obviously you guys need help. Like, you guys need help. Like, you guys need help. Imagine I got a free community to give y'all help and y'all ain't joining. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. It's so weird to me. Like, if I'm a producer, and if I was a producer coming up, and Pete Rock and Large Professor and these guys, Marley Marl and Q-Tip and all these guys had a space where I can link with them, talk to them, ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Ask a question to ask any of those guys. I'd have stood out in the cold to do that, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening to these guys submit these records, but I'm like, yo, where you guys at? Why you know? Yeah, but listen, we're not all we trying to tell us folks on this situation is this, man. It's like this. It's like this. We created a space where you can get information. Right? We created a space where you can get information. Right? Now, granted, you know what I'm saying? There's levels to it. We understand that, right? But what we've tried to do is we've tried to create levels where it's like, okay, there's going to be a certain amount of things that people will be able to get from it on the free side. And then, of course, if you want more access and you want more things, of course, that those things go behind certain paywalls. But that's just to keep the lights on. That's just to make sure that a person is really able to work there for their time. You know what I'm saying? That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, there has to be some sort of reciprocal something here. You know what I'm saying? It's not just, it's not just, people are not just going to just do things. That in any business or any business or any area of life, there are things that people are incentivized to do, right? Right? If you want to make, if you want people to, if you trying to make more people use the train, right? Then what do? You make it impossible to park. You lower the speed limit. You can't drive anywhere. You photo enforce tickets everywhere. You make it so that if you get 2 tickets, you lose your license. So you incentivize them to do the behavior that you want. You know what I'm saying? So I think everything is like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're trying to do something, you just got to get into it. That's what's up, man. NYC is NYC, man. That's home. It said, does it surprise me? No, it doesn't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't surprise me. Like, I would like to believe something. I would like to believe that more people really want to do what I think they want to do. Right. I didn't say make the train cheaper and cleaner, right? Nah. They don't do it that way. If you see the joke, they don't make it. They don't make the services better so that you would use it. They make everything else harder so that you can use You know what I mean? So shout out to everybody that's jumping in the live. This record here, Worship right here. He got a vocal sample, but it really don't go. This is where I wish, like, yo, real talk, this is where I wish people would just sample, man. I wish that more guys would just sample. That's what I wish. I wish more guys sample. Get a track lib account, get a splice account, get a semantics account, and sample until you're blue in the face. I can guarantee you, if you take those 3 sample sources and you understand how to find your drums and you understand how to find your samples, your music would be 100 times better. I guarantee it. You would get to where you got to go so much faster, right? Because what we've done, man, is we've created a space to tell people to play music a certain type of way, or you're not a musician if you don't do this, and you not do that, you don't do this. Like, you don't understand people who are not like, if you're not like musically gifted or musically really inclined, you don't understand the amount of years that it's going to take for you to get your music up to speed this way. You don't understand the amount of time that it takes. Like, you don't understand. If you understood, like how I understand, like how long it's going to take you to understand chord progression, how long it's going to take you to read music perfectly, how long it's going to take you to understand your fingering, how long it's going to take you to do this. This shit take years. It take years. How long is it going to take you for you to understand your plugins? How long is it going to take you to understand your mixes? How long is it going to take you to understand your sound selection for each instrument? It takes you years. It takes you years. If you got that time, if you got that kind of time to waste, then go ahead. I know I don't have it. I'm not that young anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not young anymore. I'm just telling cats what I would have done. I would have spent less time doing that, and I would have spent more time on the sample side. And the reason why it's so much better to do it now is because now you don't got to worry about clearing and shit. You ain't got to worry about that. You got so much royalty-free sources. All this stuff is royalty-free. TrackLib is royalty-free. Semantic is royalty-free. Cymatics is royalty-free. Splice is royalty-free. Between those 3 places alone, there's millions of sounds. Millions. Between the 3. Tens of thousands of sounds that you ain't gonna be, that you can flood your stuff with, that's mixed, mastered, ready to just blend together out. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't get it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, when I'm listening to this stuff is gonna require. And don't get me wrong, it's like, okay, we got a basic drum pattern. But what we're doing now is we're hunting for that melody. We're hunting for that bass line. We're hunting for it. Again, if you're not musically inclined, these things are barriers to entry. These things are going to create. It's going to take you longer to get your music up to speed, because, you know, I'll tell you the hardest part of our career. The hardest part of our career was transitioning from New York to Atlanta. Hardest part of our career, because remember what we went from? We went from sampling everything to now we get to ATL, you can't sample nothing, right? Because at the time, that's snap music. You talk about 06, 07, right? So snap music was like the biggest record right now with Shorty Low. They know. Like, You know, and that had a sample in it, but the rest of the music, it didn't have no samples. Done it all. Like none of that was like, it was just all guys playing stuff out, heavy 808s, Gucci running it crazy, Walker coming into the fold, Gorilla Zoe and these guys running it up, Young Jock running it up. None of this music has samples. So now we had to re-engineer what they were doing. We didn't have the sounds. We weren't using FL Studio. I had to learn FL in order to get anywhere close to the sound. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. You know what I mean? So shout out Grab. So like I look at this type of situation and I say, I just remember how difficult it was. And I remember sometimes me and Mike would have these intense arguments about not sampling, because he's like, yo, I just don't do that. He's like, yo, I just don't do that. And I'm just like, bro, like, you know, in order to be relevant in this region, we got to give them this. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, slowly it came around, slowly start figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? But again, it just took time, you know? So I would always say, man, like if we're looking to kind of get into this production thing, and you got to move fast now, because that AI is on your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like that AI is on your ass. So you don't really got time to be sitting here kind of, you know, like you gotta move. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you gotta move. Like this window for producers is closing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's closing, and it's closing fast. And basically the people who was in is going to be in, because those are going to be the ones that the industry going to keep floating to over time, because you're part of the ecosystem. And then if you're on the outside, you're on the outside. It's the same thing it's the same thing that I say for the actors. The actors that have made it in, right? If you've made it in, now you're gonna be the ones that are using your face and your stuff to, you know, using your face to scale and all that other type of stuff. If you're not in it, then you're about to be out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother Sean Anthony Baker, man. He just won the Ace Honors for Best Supporting Actor. Give Me Back My Daughter, with Gabby Sabiti. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him and Miles Truitt. Miles Truitt is B. Mickey from BMF. If you know, you know. So shout out to Miles. Yeah, it's closing, man. Like it's closing. Like I don't want to sit here and can't lie to you. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to implement those tools so we can keep, you know, it's like you know, doing AI music is only to make sure that you can keep yourself relevant in the whole type of thing, you know what I mean? So you're not really competing, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Let me listen to one more joint before I get out of here. I'm just talking that talk now. This joint is called what? Let Me Down? What is this? Let's take a listen.
Seems like the cell ain't ringing anymore. No caller ID pops up on your phone. Yeah. Are you gonna pick it up? Are you gonna test your luck? Walking down the street and it's colder. Not as cold as the shoulder you hold up. But I'll keep hanging on to love, cause it's all that I've got. Got to let go, cause I know that it's ain't special. You ain't really ready to settle, I know. So honey, why you being gentle? My heart is trying to wrestle. All these feelings that are trouble. Reality's uppercut me. Like, baby, I can't help but feel this way. Cause of you, I got issues. Yeah, you're letting me down. You're letting me down. You're letting me down. You're letting me down. Yeah, let's go. All bark, you got no bite. All dark, you got no light. All talk, you got no fight. All lies and you know I'm right, yeah. You know I'm right, baby. This type of acting ain't gon' get you out the hood, baby. Switching up on me, this ain't no Nintendo game, baby. So get the plane and trolling, let's get this straight, baby. You got no bands, no house, no money to your name, and neither do I. And I guess we're the same, so don't be hypocritical. Darling, the state that we're both in is critical. My trying to wrestle all these feelings that are trouble. Reality's uppercut me like, baby, I can't help but feel this way. 'Cause of you, I gotta choose, yeah. You're letting me down, you're letting me down, you're letting me down, you're letting me down, baby. Yeah, I can't help but feel this way. 'Cause of you, I'm confused. You're letting me down, you're letting me down, you're letting me.
Because remember what I said yesterday, man. Like AI has a funny way of giving you these really, really, really good vocal performances, but it doesn't give you good song arrangement. And this is one of those cases where it doesn't give you good song arrangement because by the time we get back to the hook, we're like 20 bars in, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like when you really, like, the folks who are using AI, they're not using it the way that they're supposed to be using it. These folks are supposed to be structuring their songs in the right types of way. You know what I'm saying? But again, this is just, they're lulling you to sleep. Folks are not really catching it. They're lulling you to sleep. They're letting the people who use it get enamored by the they let folks get enamored by how good the vocals sound, how good the harmonies sound, right? How good the vocal performance is actually coming together, because it really is phenomenal. Like, honestly, this shit is like witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? Like when you listen to this stuff and you say to yourself, like, yo, this thing is really coming together like magic. Like, this is the types of vocal performances as producers, like, you would pray for in the 90s and 2000s. If you ever got a vocalist that came in and started singing this shit like this, man, you would be able to break down every label door, you know. You would be able to break them down. Like, if you go back and you listen to all your boy band music and all that stuff that you grew up on, none of that shit sound like this. None of them vocal performances sound like this. That's cohesive. Go back, go listen to all your Backstreet Boys and shit. Go listen to all your NSYNC. All that shit don't sound like that. You know what I'm saying? It has flashes of it, but none of it is polished like that in terms of vocal performances. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You might, the closest thing you might get to that right now might be the Bieber. You know what I'm saying? Right now. You know, but you're not getting that type of, this type of shit is non-existent. You know what I'm saying? So then when you listen to it, you go, okay. So like you love this. You know, as a musician, you hear this shit, you're like, I love this. But you still got to arrange the song, dog. And then if you notice, your lyrics on the first verse is going to sound one way, your lyrics on the second verse is going to sound another way. Because, again, that cohesion. And then also your hooks on the first hook going to sound one way, and then your second and third hook is going to be slightly variated, because that's how the AI trick you. So folks have to know how to go back into Suno Studio. You got to chop this stuff up. You got to make sure you're counting the bars. You got to make sure that your verses and your mini bridges are structured properly. You have to get these things all set up the right way so that it really has a cohesive song, even if you're dealing with AI. Do I like the beat? Yeah. Do I like the song to a degree? Yeah. I like the vocal performance. Yeah. You know, could the song be arranged better? Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, thanks for sharing, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that. I mean, that's let me down. You know, it's not really a letdown, but what time is it? What time is it, brother? Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hop off the live, and what I'm gonna do is probably jump back on, but I'm gonna just we're gonna do we're gonna build some music tonight. So we're gonna end the music review session for tonight, but we're gonna do a music production tutorial tonight. So for all my guys in the Future Producer Society, for all my guys that are in my producer group, make sure you guys are following that. If you guys are following that, the link is on the screen. The producer group is school.com/Future Producer Society. We'll jump on. I'm gonna jump on the live. It won't be. I don't think it'll be in the portal. I'll do it on YouTube, and like I said, and then we'll wind up archiving it and adding it to the rest of the videos that we're starting to build inside there as a library. But shout out to y'all. Thank you everybody that submitted. You know what I'm saying? This is another one of those sessions where, the music is okay. I wish it would be a little bit better. But, we're going to try to get folks better. And hopefully, we're listening a little bit more. I bet.